discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
All right, so guys, obviously I've heard of this movie for a very long time. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, how could you exist in the 90s without running into something with a chainsaw and a guy running around? But I have no idea the story, so let's go ahead and dive into it, obviously. But all right. Bro, what is that? Fingers?
Dozen empty crypts, and it's feared more will turn up as the probe continues.
A dozen
Deputies report that
empty
in some
crypts.
instances, only parts of a corpse had been revealed.
All right, so we're entering into an absolutely crazy scene.
A second man, allegedly threatened
Bro, this is crazy news.
his death from the same window.
Bro, I honestly hope that you're not calling this man just because he's in a wheelchair invalid. Or maybe it, did it mean different? Did it have a different weight back? I would prefer not to. There we go. Like, did it have a different weight to it, maybe? The word? He also has a lot of muscle mass in his legs for him to be in a wheelchair.
Planets are in retrograde and Saturn's malefic, okay? Their malefice is
Bro, are we sitting here talking about astrology?
increased.
Have you been doing those Reader's Digest word power columns again?
Jerry, it just means Saturn's a bad influence. It's just
Saturn is a bad influence, guys.
particularly a bad
That
influence.
stuff your old lady's hawking me.
I think she does believe this for real. There's an entirely too many people, I would say overwhelmingly half of the world's population, that believes in that absolute nonsense. And I don't understand it. Right? I generally look at it and laugh.
I don't know.
You put stock in that. I don't like that person because he's a Leo. What does that have to do with it? God, guys, come on. Ew, he's a
My granddad's
December
dead here. Can we
Sagittarius.
find out if anything happened to him?
What's your granddaddy's name?
Honey, that...
Oh.
What is that stench? Roll up the window.
Not a single seatbelt in sight.
Hey, well, they don't do it like that anymore. Now they got this big air gun that shoots a bolt into their skull and then...
People shouldn't kill any animals for food, as she's wearing a gigantic full face of makeup from the late 60s, early 70s. Right? That's interesting that you say that. Okay.
retracts. It's just boom, goes boom, and then bang the house.
Oh, give the guy a break. He can sit by Franklin.
What do you want to do?
Why is this even an option?
Oh, he's weird looking. No.
Big jelly and fat. Wow, I didn't know that's what was in that stuff. It's really good. You like it?
No.
Oh, yeah, sure. I like it.
You like head cheese, bro?
Sounds horrible. If you
I mean,
we can
all
talk
right.
about something else.
You'd probably like it if you didn't know what was in it.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I wish
not
you'd
really.
stop talking about it.
I have this knife. It's a good knife.
I mean, bro, it's not really a knife. It's a straight razor for shaving. And see, guys, if you want to know, this is why you don't pick up hitchhikers. Because you may run into one of these absolute nut jobs, guys. They keep focusing on his face. I get it. He has a port wine spot, guys. Okay, that's not really what makes him crazy looking, right? Or crazy in general, right? But, bro, his actions are wild. Why would you have someone like this in your car in the first place? If you didn't stop, this wouldn't have happened. Why is he cutting his hand? I don't know. There's no real explanation for it. I have no idea why he did that. But all right. He's calling it a knife.
Hey, you could take me to my house. I live right off this road.
Nah, bro.
I don't know, man. We're in
Nah.
too much of a hurry.
Don't do that. Listen, just pull over really quickly and have him get out of the car. Yeah, you honestly brought him a really good distance in this car since he's been here.
How close? It's a nice picture. You can pay me now. Huh? $2. It's a good picture. No, man.
Bro, get out. Get out of my car right now. And this is what happens when you pick up hitchhikers. Show your kids this. Even though, I mean, okay, just show your kids this. This is why you don't pick up hitchhikers. See? That was just weird. All of it.
There are moments when we cannot believe that what is happening is really true. Pinch yourself and you may find out that...
Guys, I generally seriously judge people that speak about this. I judge them harshly, mentally. I generally don't say anything out loud. I let them live in their absolute delusion, generally. But now that I'm here by myself. Listen, I find it weird. Okay, I find it strange that you live your life by some nonsense. All right, it's like, bro, it's silly. You cannot go through your days being like, listen, I don't like this person because of this ridiculous thing that was made up in somebody's head, and for some reason, half the population believe it and want to talk about it all day. It's weird.
That it is.
They're about to get 75 cents worth of gas, guys, no doubt.
Them girls now, they don't want to go messing around no old house. Best you stick around here.
For some reason, he really does not want them going up there. I don't trust him. It's almost like he's going to go inside, make some type of phone call to whoever is most likely in that house, potentially, right? Because he just says, listen, that's my house. My father owns that property. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to get up there. Most likely he knows someone is inside of this house. Don't go there. Right? Just you have a squatter, bro.
No, we should have asked him if there was another gas station around.
Don't you think he would have told us if there was?
Man,
that's a great angle, right? Like so far, in terms of how it's being filmed, cinematographer, we need to have a conversation, right? I mean, I understand maybe this was like the starting point and things generally, evolved into kind of what we experience these days, so at least. But yeah, it's a rough film, guys. All right, and aesthetically, at least, things just do not make any sense. Generally, when you're in a situation like this, you're gonna have to light it at somehow. You have to light it. So the bits and pieces of the sky, for example, they're not like completely blown out. The sky should never look white. If it looks white, it's wrong. You don't film like that. And even like movies that I've seen from around this time here now, it wasn't like that. So they purposely blew out the sky in every single shot, and that's hard to look at for me because it doesn't feel like Earth, right? So like if it's not blue, then it's not Earth. Where are we at exactly? Right? And so that's kind of one thing that's standing out to me is like, it's rough. It's a rough. Whoever filmed it, it's rough, bro. All right. There's also like some odd jump cuts that are happening in terms of how it was put together on the cutting room floor. It's interesting, right? The story itself is solid though, right? If we're just going exclusively off of the story, no complaints, right? But how it's being told is also another interesting thing. The shot list and shot selection has also been somewhat right? But again, that's the cinematographer's thing. And as of right now, I'd put him or her, well, I think his name is Daniel. I'll put him at like a 4 out of 10 in terms of how it was filmed. Like how everything looks, a solid 4 out of 10. And 3 of those points is because he understood how to turn on a cinema camera, basically.
Don't you think he would have told us if there
Like
was?
that, like to be honest, this is pretty much a unnecessary angle, right? I mean, yeah, it's great to look at, right? You see a little toe action happening on it over here, and yeah, it's a nice looking shot, guys, right? Very aesthetically pleasing, right? But, bro,
Man, it takes something, though. I mean, just to do that to yourself like you did. God. Do you think I said something made him mad?
I think he was just crazy.
Well, what?
Franklin, you're crazier than he was.
In general, he was just wild.
You think that guy's just trying to scare us by, blowing up my picture like that?
Maybe, no. I think he was just mad you didn't give him $2. You gave him a ride. It wasn't enough. You shouldn't have done that, to be honest.
Hey, you don't think that guy'd try and follow us, do you?
What for?
Okay, firstly, which guy are they talking about? The reason why I'm asking this is because if they're referring to the hitchhiker got out of the car, kicked the vehicle multiple times. We didn't see him kind of write anything on the vehicle at all. He just kicked it multiple times. They drove off. We didn't see any markings or anything onto it. The only time there was any type of visual representation of it was at the gas station. So I guess my question is, did he meet you at the gas station and write it on the vehicle? Because other than that, who did that? And what are you eating? Or sucking on? Because that's... She said, I got to stay here once when I was 8 years old. This house looks like it was... She looks to be, how about this, 18. Say, let's just be nice and say 10-year difference. This is not what 10 years of... like abandoned house looks like. This looks like 30, 40 years. There's no glass.
Come on, Franklin. It's gonna be a fun trip. If I have any more fun today, I don't think I'm gonna be able to take it.
This man is crazy. You're talking to yourself, number one. You were in fact talking to yourself. And you're by yourself and you do that? I want to see it again. What is that?
If I have any more fun
What does
today,
that mean?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to take it.
Right.
Jerry and Sally going?
No, we'll see you in an hour or so.
Yeah.
Bro, the fact that you guys feel so comfortable walking through a property that looks like this is wild.
See you in about an hour or so.
Music is getting a little ominous. What is that? Oh no, I don't like it.
Laura, they're not gonna want to sell us any gas. Let's just go back now.
Yeah, I'm not sure you should just be walking up onto someone else's property, like specifically out there. For some reason, these vehicles are being hidden from the sky. They do not want someone above to see them.
Hello?
Right.
Hello? Hey, Pat, come look at this.
What?
Yeah, no, let's not go walking through someone else's house in the middle of Texas.
Hello?
Well,
Kirk?
Rule number one, don't walk in anyone's house. I don't blame the man. How dare you step foot in my house? Let's see where this takes us, guys. Don't walk past the threshold. Is that your house? That is not your house. What is that? What is that, bro? Got a chicken in a bird cage? Okay. That makes sense. Furniture? Okay, hear me out. What if all of those people forced their way into the property? Keep this in mind, the door wasn't open. I would call that a violent, forceful entry. And what if the guy who hit the guy in the head is just, he's just a regular dude? But I was trying to think of that in my head, like, maybe this is just him protecting his property, potentially. And then I saw the furniture made out of the bones. Right? So that kind of changes my overall perception. Initially, the first guy, I was like, oh, no. Right? He did kind of push the door open very aggressively. I would call that a violent, forceful entry, personally. So what happens to him didn't really matter to me that much. Right? But the second one, the door was open. She then walks in. Right? That's a forceful entry because the person that you came with kind of forced himself into the building accidentally. Yeah, he hit the door hard enough and it opened. It was flimsy. Right? But the dilemma here is there is furniture made out of human bones. Right? So, yeah, you were wrong for committing a violent, forceful entry into this man's property. But whatever happens now is going to be absolutely crazy. Imagine what it smells like in this house, bro. Yeah, be louder. Please be. That's a big man. That's a big man. I'm not sure you're screaming enough for that to have happened. But I guess you also now realize there's nothing you can do about this. That's crazy. And they're not even going to be looked for at least an hour or maybe 30 minutes now, 45 minutes.
You don't think that guy'd try and follow us, do you? Well, I mean, there's no way that he could follow us. He's probably afraid Kirk will kill him.
Bro, why are you obsessing over this man?
Sally?
What now?
Right, bro, you're a little annoying.
Nothing. Never mind.
Sally? Say it again.
Kirk! Are you guys in there?
What was that?
Hey guys, quit playing games. Quit goofing on me.
Was that the chicken making that noise? He's baiting you to open a door. And again, bro, that's not your house. What is going on here with people? Was it like a thing that you would walk up to someone's front door and if it was slightly ajar, you just walk in? Bro. I'm starting to believe that this guy just doesn't like people in his house. Yeah. Yeah, go right into the den of madness. Look at it.
They must be lost. They don't have a flashlight or anything.
If they're not back in a minute, we've got to go look for them.
Oh,
Who's we?
What if we get lost too?
How is he going to do this?
Sally, we ought to go to that gas station and get help.
I'm not leaving here without Jerry.
Right. I get it.
Jerry! Could I see the flashlight for a minute?
What for?
Franklin, let me see the flashlight.
She wants to leave and go look.
You don't have to go.
Now, Sally, don't go. I don't think that's a good idea, Sally. I don't think you ought to go.
Hey, listen, that's
I want
smart.
to honk the horn one more time.
Like, unfortunately, both of you guys should definitely get into that van. I'm telling you. Get into the van and wait it out till the morning. Do not go outside right now. You don't know what's happening. They kind of know where to get back to, hopefully.
Just give me the flash.
Sally, wait a minute.
Bro, at least turn the lights off on the van, bro.
Jay!
Like, there could be anything out there. Even not in a movie. I would never scream at night. This is just not a good idea.
There's a light.
Yeah?
Yeah, go towards the light.
Hey, Jay!
Jay!
Why are you standing there? You ran right into this man's house. Yeah. Stop screaming. Well, at least you can't run now. Yeah, yeah, run and scream. So he can hear where you are running in the direction you're running in. Yeah. Something tells me she's not all right or okay.
You want to go to the others?
There's nobody out there now.
You don't know what happened to the others? You saw him. You saw your brother sitting in a wheelchair be basically annihilated by a chainsaw. You saw exactly what happened. I get it. You're in shock. You jumped out of a window. You saw two bodies sitting in the chair, one with no teeth in their mouth. You saw a lot of craziness. So for you to say you don't know what happened, it's weird.
Which only a hand or foot had been used. The remainder of the cadaver left intact. Maldonado hinted that he had information.
But what kind of meat is that? A jump scare needs to happen, guys. Bro, it's a broom. Bro, is that meat human meat, bro? I think he knew that something crazy was going on at the house. Ew. Ew. That may be the worst thing I've seen so far in the movie, guys. Right there. Whatever that is, I don't want none of that in my mouth.
Take it easy, We'll be there soon.
I think she has a lot to worry about.
No. There's no need to do that.
They don't know nothing. I told you to stay away from that graveyard.
Oh, buddy, you picked this weirdo up on the road? See? I'm telling you. Bro, that's why he didn't want anyone to go near that house. Don't you have any self-respect? What is this things are doing, bro, with their mouth? Does it mean something that I don't understand? Don't eat it. Well, I guess you have no choice now, right? Well, what? It's alive? Bro, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Yo, what? What? Stop screaming, please. Please. And what exactly do you call this sequence in cinematography? Asking for a friend.
Let's let him have a whack. Now, don't you cry, none. Old Grandpa's the best. It won't hurt a bit.
What are you saying? You bro, guys, what are you saying? All right. How are you telling her you're openly in front of her saying you're about to have her deleted by someone who looks like he's at least 650 years old. All right. Keep that in mind. You're saying that he's going to be the one to do it. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit. Bro, you think she's waiting to be deleted? Brutally? Guys, the screaming is killing me, bro. Like, it is messing with me. I cannot stand screaming. And the constant screaming, I don't know, maybe it meant, again, maybe it was just something that made movies scary or like thriller-esque in this time period, bro. But this is too much screaming. There's like a limit. He's not really running after her. He's toying with her. Chainsaw Ballet. Whew, guys. All right. So I think as an overall story, I think this story, the idea of it would be absolutely great and frightening. But obviously in real life, we don't want this ever to happen, right? I mean, hopefully this is not based off of a true story. This is something that was made in someone's absolute psychotic mind. If that's the case, then again, I think we should flesh out the story slightly. Not even slightly. It needs to be fleshed out like a lot. It needs to most likely have better writers involved, guys. Right? And like a cinematographer that knows how to deliver like storyboards well, like very well. I definitely would like to see an actual remake of this film, if that's even a thing. Right? If it isn't, oh no, we're kind of missing out on like I think a story that can be good, that will most likely have the ability to kind of bring in a new audience specifically. I think for the time that this came out, though, if I was just to look at it from that, guys, keep this in mind: 1974. Bro, this is 12 years before I was born, bro. So I really can't look at it through any other lens except for kind of like my own, right? But I could definitely tell that this film was definitely low budget, and the majority of the budget was in the house, right? Set design specifically for the final scene. How about this? The final 30 minutes. It was basically all dumped there. Right? But overall, it's okay, guys. I definitely would like to see something a little bit more like filmed much better. Okay, and again, I just want to bring this back here. Okay, the story is great. How it was filmed was not. That's it. But all right, listen. Was this? Hold on. Was it scary though? No. Not at all. Not even the slightest bit scary. It was more like, grotesque towards the end, guys. Specifically when they pick something up and put it into her mouth. That's nasty. Okay, absolutely disgusting. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. And if you would like to see the full-length reaction, it is on Patreon at the 2nd tier. Catch you guys later.